Now we're in a paddock that was sprayed out for broadleaf, so we didn't take everything out, we just took out broadleaf weeds after dieback had been through. It was drill sown, and it was sown to a mix of Rhodes grass, cocksfoot, some chicory and a few clovers. And there was also some ryegrass thrown in at a low rate. The green areas are the sown pastures. These areas, you can see behind me and in front of me, this is the original kikuyu that survived dieback last year, but as you can see again, coming into autumn this year, it's got some pretty strong symptoms of dieback. It hasn't really produced much biomass. We now have areas within the sown pasture that are fairly unproductive. They're potentially areas where we're going to get more broadleaf weeds come in because the original grass that survived doesn't appear to be doing so well at the moment. The kikuyu hasn't really performed over summer. There is a lot of broadleaf paspalum that came back through it. It's now got the purpling that you can see, but the kikuyu is also looking like it's got touches of dieback. So that kind of bronzing, we suspect, is dieback. Realistically, we may have been better off spraying it out and actually putting it to cocksfoot. But we'll see. If it persists again and comes roaring back next summer, maybe it was worth keeping. Now, this particular leaf we've got here, this is the bronzing that you see on Rhodes grass when it gets hit. It seems to be relatively tolerant. We planted a mix of the Rhodes grass and some panic, but there was no guarantee it's going to survive. There's still plenty of Rhodes grass in this paddock, but the symptoms are starting to show. You've got here this typical bronzing, and so quite a lot of the plants are starting to show a few symptoms. So we're in mid-April, which is dieback season. As you can see, the stuff I'm showing you now is broadleaf paspalum. It gets a deep purple colour, and there's plenty of that behind us where the broadleaf paspalum re-emerged from seed last spring, got through early summer and is now being hit. So that's the purpling colour you see, and this bronzing tends to be what happens to Rhodes grass. So again, it's not highly susceptible, but it is somewhat susceptible. We'll see how it goes, whether it can survive and get through this autumn and come back next spring. Let's hope so. But you can also see here, this is the cocksfoot growing in amongst it, and the cocksfoot has no symptoms whatsoever. So cocksfoot appears to be highly tolerant. Again, cocksfoot's a temperate grass, it's not a tropical species, but the Rhodes grass can get a little bit sick, and who knows what will happen.